Have you ever pondered the significance of the democratic exercise of power? The concept might seem abstract or distant, but it is in fact one of the essential pillars upholding the very essence of our societal structure. The democratic exercise of power is not just a theoretical construct but a practical application that bridges the gap between governance and the populace. To probe the depth of this enigmatic concept, we delve into the realms of administrative law, the branch of law that governs the activities of administrative agencies of government. It is a dynamic field that affects a broad spectrum of legal areas. It covers everything from the operation of social security programs to the management of immigration, housing, and countless other aspects of daily life. It is the unseen hero safeguarding our rights, stepping in when our individual freedoms are at risk. In this vast field, one name stands out for its unique insights: Migai Akech. An acclaimed scholar and legal luminary, Akech's discourse has been instrumental in shaping many a conversation in the domain of administrative law. His viewpoints are not just reflections of his intellectual prowess, but also a testament to his keen understanding of the nuances of power dynamics. Akech's discourse revolves around the importance of democratic exercise of power, a cornerstone for safeguarding our liberties, and he meticulously dissects the complex dynamics of power and how it shapes our world. Through his discerning lens, power transforms into a living, breathing force, something that isn't wielded but exercised. Through his narrative, Migai Akech paints a vivid picture of power as a double-edged sword, capable of both creation and destruction. It's a force that, like fire, can bring warmth and light, or inflict immense damage when unchecked. He delves into the potential of power to serve as a transformative agent, one that can fuel progress and innovation. But alongside, he also highlights the inherent risk associated with it, its potential for misuse in both public and private spheres. Akech's cautionary tales of power abuse serve as a stark reminder of the fine line that separates order from chaos. He warns that unchecked power, in the hands of a few, can lead to tyranny. It can an environment where ordinary citizens are left at the mercy of those who wield this power. This abuse, he warns, can lead to tyranny and violations of rights. He urges us to stay vigilant against such threats and reminds us of the importance of democratic checks and balances. His discourse also highlights the transformative potential of the democratic exercise of power. He emphasizes that when power is not just held but exercised judiciously, it can lead to societal progress and enhanced quality of life. It can fuel innovation, foster equality and justice, and create an environment conducive to growth and development. Through his teachings, Akech reinforces the significance of administrative law as a safeguard against power abuse. He underscores its role as the gatekeeper, the sentinel standing guard over our rights and liberties. He urges us to understand this dynamic field not just as an academic discipline, but as a powerful tool for ensuring the democratic exercise power. In conclusion, Migai Akech's insightful discourse impels us to reflect on these profound concepts and their implications in our everyday lives. He encourages us to understand, question, and engage with the democratic exercise of power to ensure that it remains a force for good, a beacon guiding our path towards a secure and prosperous future. This abuse, he warns, can lead to tyranny and violations of rights. Akech then introduces us to the hero of our story, administrative law. In his view, this is the tool that can tame the unruly beast of power. He argues that administrative law is essential for democratic societies as it provides the means to constrain power to keep it in check. The plot thickens as Akech introduces the concept of bureaucracies, powerful entities that can wield immense power. He argues that these entities require democratic control to prevent abuse. He brings his argument to life with an example from history, the broad discretionary powers wielded by colonial administrators in Kenya, demonstrating how unchecked power can lead to injustice. But Akech doesn't stop at public entities. He extends his argument to the private sphere as well. He presents private sports organizations as an example, highlighting the lack of public participation in their decision-making processes, a clear deviation from democratic principles. Akech's narrative then takes a futuristic turn as he delves into the challenges posed by automation and algorithmic decision-making. He warns of the potential for bias and discrimination in these systems, bringing a new dimension to the discussion of power and control. So what are the solutions? Akech proposes strengthening democratic institutions and promoting citizen participation as key steps. He suggests applying administrative law principles to regulate the power of bureaucrats and private entities. He also calls for the development of safeguards to ensure fairness and transparency in algorithmic decision-making. In summary, Migai Akech's lecture paints a vivid picture of the importance of administrative law in preventing the abuse of power and promoting democratic governance. He leaves us with a thought-provoking challenge: to adapt administrative law to the rapidly evolving world of technology and ensure that new forms of power are controlled and used for the good of all. A challenge indeed for the thinkers, the law students, the policymakers, and all of us who believe in democracy and good governance.